Secrets you wouldn't tell anyone. According to Reddit, number 20. I lived with my aunt in the 4th grade. She had a neighbor that lived downstairs, so they had a shared backyard. The rule was, always make sure that the latch is closed on the gate so that the dog does not get out. I always made sure to lock it. One day, however, I forgot. The dog got out and was ate by a neighbor dog. It was a small Chihuahua. I blamed it on the neighbor. She cussed him out and would badmouth him any chance she could. I was too scared to tell her, and she still doesn't know. Well, ain't that just the way that it goes? You know? People will say that they're not the type to do a certain thing, but boy, when they get the opportunity to get away and have somebody else take the blame, shit, boy. That's how it goes. Here's hoping you're all having a fantastic day or night. It doesn't seem that I got the opportunity to use my own overlay. Not overlay. Overlay is what I just turned off because there was like a double chat. Thank you to Linda for saying something about that. Hello to Linda. Hello to Goku. Hello to Assassin Gajeel. Pandaren, Slow to Muse, Halagad, and Latik. Damn. So we continue up to number 19 though. During my freshman year in high school, I was drinking a red Gatorade at lunch. I hurried and swiped my drink to find another seat. I'm not sure I understand here. During my freshman year in high school, I was drinking a red Gatorade. Oh my god, I skipped a line. Hilarious. This girl said that I was sitting in her seat. Okay. So I hurried and swiped my drink to find another seat. I didn't realize my Gatorade lid wasn't tightened, and the drink basically splashed all over her white pants. Hey, that's kinda hot. Now she's not only wet, but red wet. She's like a vampire girl, all over her white pants. I just scurried off, pretending I basically didn't just fuck up this girl's pants. And a few weeks later, my friend invited me over to play some League at his house. You guys play League of Legends? Okay. Alright. His sister came home and I realized that was the girl I spilled my drink in. Or on. I mean, you could spill something in it if you play your cards right. Oh, wow. A zibbly-doo. You know what I'm talking about? Oh my god, they used the phrase on God. On God, I was SHTTING my pants at that very moment. I guess we just leave out letters after we say on God. I don't know. Luckily, she seemed to have not remembered my face because she did not mention it. My friend and I still talk to this day, and I have never told him or his sister that it was me. I sometimes feel like she pretends to not remember me and is actually plotting something, and has been all these years. What an amusing story that would be indeed. But I don't think that's the case. I think people just forget. I think at the end of the day, someone spills some red drink all over your white pants, I don't know, man. You wonder if you're like friggin', oh my god, it's starting up a UFO documentary. U.S. government documents revealed shocking UFO incidents. Documents smuggled out of Russian expose similar incidents at Soviet missile areas. I can't read that. Can't. It's going too fast. It's going too fast. I couldn't keep up. It's like similar incidents to what? You missed something.
It's a similar incident. You don't need to know.
Halligan said, "Oh God, I shitting myself." Oh my God. Slowed Muse says, "Bro, Kyle, I just started Serial Experiments Lane and I'm so confused. And you don't seem to understand." Listen, if you can make it through multiple episodes of Lane without falling asleep, congratulations. And am I saying Lane is boring? No. I just can't stay up watching it, bro. I just can't stay up watching Lane. And the times that I did try, I started getting pretty angry. And that may be an understatement. What do you mean it's the next scene? What happened?
Remember when we watched a video and someone said that like they had a notepad
It
and
doesn't.
writing down like
Yeah.
notes and like it's not a test. It's supposed to be a show.
None of this excuses how there are portions of that anime where something happens and it is blatantly apparent that everybody saw it and we just don't discuss it. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Fuck you, Lane.
SCP.
Fuck you. Ugh. I saw the word masturbating in this. What? Number 18. As a teen, I stayed the night at my best friend's house and slept in their guest room. I was woken at about 2 a.m. to the sound of her older brother arriving home, intoxicated from a party. He saw me in the guest room and leaned against the doorway to say hi. He then stumbled down the hallway to his bedroom, but never turned the hallway light off, and it made it difficult for me to get back to sleep. So after about 10 to 15 minutes, I got up, walked down to the end of the hallway to the light switch. I turned it off and started walking back to my room when I briefly glanced into his bedroom as I walked past. His door was wide open, and he was sitting at his computer with his back facing me. He was naked from the waist down, just jacking it to what looked like transgender porn. Unless it was like 3D Futanari stuff, you know what I mean? That's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
You're into Futanari?
I'm not into Futanari. It's just an anatomical woman with a dick. And because it's like CG, it's all straight. It's all fine. Above board. Totally bro zoned. No homzos. You know? If you had some stuff like that, you could sit next to another man. And he could use his hand, you could use your hand, and it would be completely fine.
What?
Because it's not real, it's just CGI.
What are you talking about?
SFM, Dia.
Anyway, read what they said.
Life is Strange, Last of Us, SFM. Five Nights at Freddy's too. Yeah, why not?
I don't think I want to see any.
How about some like humanoid My Little Ponies?
Oh my gosh.
It's just the head, it's just the head.
You're making it so much worse.
Who's making it worse? They're like multicolored, but it's like aliens or fuck.
I
Because
don't
they're
want to
like
be talking about no damn freaking
Mortal Kombat characters. Lady Dimitrescu.
I don't want her with a dingaling.
A bunch of Overwatch characters.
I don't want any of them who aren't a dude.
Of course. No, it's so much better. They're just girls, but then they got a big thing.
No.
And they're giving it to and then as they're banging them because their breasts are just huge, then the other girls.
Nor am I like trying to kink shame or like shame anyone for like.
Yeah, how dare you kink shame? You know.
No. It's
Only a donation
I
will
don't
make
want
Dia
to.
learn
Shut up.
and you know edit her
I
ways.
just personally
Oh my God.
don't want to
Sorry.
see that. Maybe I just haven't found the right one that I really like or something. Maybe I just haven't found the one where that's what's happening and I'm like, yes, more.
Listen, guys, you're all beautiful no matter what Dia say. Okay, words can't keep you down. Don't let them keep you down. today. Transformer, but Transformers more than meets the eye. The Crying Game. I must have made noise because he swung around and saw me staring and said, "Oh shit." Then I immediately and swiftly returned to bed and lay in the dark, not able to get the image out of my head. 5 minutes later, I heard him creeping down the hallway. I was like, oh God, here we go. He looked so sheepish and uncomfortable. He stood in the doorway and apologized for what I'd seen and begged me not to tell my friend, his little sister. I swore I'd never tell and told him it's fine and to go back to bed. To this day, they wonder why he hasn't got a girlfriend, and they think perhaps he has a crush on me because he acts weird around me. The girlfriend he wants is actually a boyfriend. You know what I'm talking about?
Potentially, and there's nothing wrong with that. You may just come from a household where that wouldn't be, I don't know, understood.
Understood, accepted.
Yes, accepted.
You think if that boy bring home He-Man girl, that him parents won't respect them pronouns.
Some parents won't. Some parents are very stuck in their old ways. Some parents are cool.
It is ma'am. Damn it. Why did Dia? Wait, no, everybody's Dia. Why did Linda say Sadistic Furniture Masters? What kind of acronym is that? Furniture Masters? You think they have a whip? That's rude.
All it makes me think of is
racist furniture. Grandmaster furniture.
Play.
And only us furniture with the cotton interior are part of the Aryan furniture race.
He's into that Transformer porn.
There he goes again in there. That's the transform noise.
Wait, did you make a gross Kyle noise?
I make gross Kyle noises? Probably one. Yeah, I apologize. Didn't I have a graphic for that?
Yes.
What happened to that?
I don't know, look for it.
What happened to my graphic?
Your graphics.
It's not even here. It's been that long? It would say something like gross. I got a honkler. Poor honkler. I'm willing to believe I deleted it accidentally. Maybe deliberately. Got so much shit up all the time. It's maximum foolishness. I actually just deleted a bunch of different sources again because there's way too many JPEGs just open up that I don't even use. Hello again to Odie and True Silverwolf in the chat. I apologize for my tempo. I may be just sleepy enough to have been unfortunately relaxed. And this is defiant sleep too, like I was about to go to sleep and then Dia got on her bullshit and now defiant Kyle. I'm not even tired.
You?
Yeah.
You? I hope that you're talking about you being defiant.
What does defiant mean to you? Is it like a body wash?
What? No.
It's like a cologne.
That instead of like letting your body rest, because this is around the time that you tend to sleep now, you defiantly told your body, I'm not sleeping. Bye, sleep, for now, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I'll sleep when I'm laid to rest, Dia.
You're, made me feel incredibly stupid. Like I got
No,
the thing
sweetie, no, I didn't mean it like that. It was less about me being condescending and more about me being so schizophrenic that I could barely remember what you said. So the terrifying part about that is when you hear someone say something and your mind comes up with a good 6 or 7 potential responses to it, and they start arguing. They start like bickering and clamoring for control and maybe even trying to convince you to say one of those responses. Before you know it, you're just like, why are you all, what was this about? And I can't even trace it back to what you just said. But my brain was like, you should make a noise. You've just been sitting here in silence. And then when I did, it made it seem like I wasn't paying attention to you, and that's far, or that I had no respect for what you were saying. Instead, I think I was, oh no, I know what I was doing. I was just building a bunch of rhymes. like a tower of Jenga pieces, Dia.
like a tower of Jenga.
If ever you feel dumb, trust me when I say you've got nothing on the shit that I'm thinking of. Especially when I'm trying to one-up myself, which means sometimes like negative upping, negative downing. I don't know. What would you call it? Linda says, so Kyle, 2-year-old that won't take a nap? I don't equal that, you know? Do 2-year-olds throb? You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think so, Dia.
That's not something you should ever say with 2-year-old being a part of the sentence. Ever.
I didn't even mean it like that. I meant like...
What do you mean? What do you mean you didn't mean it like that? There is
I mean like kids with a condition that like have a abnormal pulse and stuff, you know?
Well, you don't have an abnormal pose, I hope not.
I hope not too. You've made this scary.
You're the one that gave it this new meaning.
Sir Halagas says sleeping is for the dead anyway, yeah. Yeah. You know, I watched this movie by Jim Jarmusch called The Dead Don't Die, and if I ever met Jim Jarmusch, I'd smack him right in his bitch-ass face for making me sit through that stupid-ass movie. Thinks he's being funny now. Everybody wants to be like...
What movie says he made?
Nigga, you and I watched this movie called The Dead Don't Die, and Tilda Swinton and Bill Murray were in that movie with Adam Driver, and it was trash.
Oh yeah. No, that was bad. That was...
And at the end, like, aliens come up, and I can see what they were going for, but it was executed very, very stale and weird. And if it was commentary on the types of movies that are being made, you could have done that in a way that was more entertaining and didn't make it seem like you were angry at us as the audience. Nigga, wait a minute. We wanted to see your film. Why are you fucking...
angry at us?
You know what I mean? Why are we part of whom the joke is on? The whole movie is the joke, but we are the punchline. Fuck you for that, bro. I expect shit like this out of Eric Andre. You know what I mean? Who's like, yeah, fuck all you people. The joke is gonna be y'all.
You know how you felt about Knives Out and thinking that the setup, the build-up wasn't...
I was terrified that I would hate Knives Out.
Yeah.
But I can say, let me explain it to them. Sorry, Dia, to cut you off. But before Dia and I finished watching Knives Out, we started it and I stopped the movie and I said this to her. I'm scared I'm not going to like this movie, but I'm going to keep watching it even if it's bad, with the expectation that the twist or the reveal, or, you know, when things are solved at the end, will suddenly give me new context for everything and make it all better. So long story short, or in a nutshell, My belief was that I would hate this thing potentially. I would potentially hate this thing the entire way through, but then at the end, when I have a new perspective, I would retroactively be able to look back and then go, oh wow, I actually love this knowing what I know now. Not even like having to rewatch it, but just like with this new perspective, maybe I would like that. But, the real terrifying possibility here, the variable is there's a potential that the fucking twist, that the reveal doesn't work for me. And I'll have watched the entire movie expecting that it might get good with this thing at the end, but it was just shit the entire time. And I know it doesn't seem like that big a deal, but that like weird anxiety kept us from watching that movie for a good amount of time.
And it wasn't the case. The movie from the beginning to the end was...
It was great. Wonderful. It was well acted. I really appreciated
versus the movie with Bill Murray and Adam Driver, where we were expecting the movie to be really good based on the trailer.
I don't know about the cast on that Mexican girl though. Not that she did a bad job or anything. She wasn't dark enough.
That was a joke.
Yeah.
That was a joke that everyone didn't know where she was from.
I need to get back into the game.
How light she was. What game?
Marvel's Avengers and get some more bug. Because that black ball bug is like really cool to me.
You're in it now. Please, I know that it's a lot to ask of all of you, but please, have you guys be the ones playing and sending him the clips. Because good lord, this game is just torture.
True Silver said, Kyle, download Pokemon Sleep. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Listen. Okay? Listen to me very carefully. I don't know how many ways I can articulate this, but I need it abundantly clear. I need it abundantly clear to everybody listening to me. Nintendo is not hiding that it's trying to harvest data. You understand? And they'll stop at nothing. In my opinion, it was one thing, obviously, when we were all so excited at the idea of jumping out and running around with Pokemon Go to go do this thing. Where they GPS, they got us. They know where we at. They know what we doing. They know where we're going. You know, there's an app called Pokemon Smile where they want your kids to get on the thing and it shows them how to brush their teeth and there's little dancing bullshit or whatever. You think that's safe? You think having your little kid on camera, you don't think that's going anywhere? You don't think there's any archives for that? Yeah. You don't think they have access to people's fucking shit with that? Pokemon Smile. Don't stop there, dude. There's a Pokemon Sleep app. What? You want to know one of my favorite things that recently came out? It was a Mario Kart variation where you're supposed to put the car in the house and have it drive around and make a track.
Yeah.
And it was like, just give the government a layout of your motherfucking interior right now. They already know what it looks like. They already know. But let me see what it looks like actively. Let me actively see the layout of the interior of your house. What the fuck? And now, it's shameless.
I want to see this ad later.
Bruh. I'm just tired of a property that clearly meant something to us being dragged through the goddamn mud. It's not like Pokemon was ever anything other than a way of selling and moving shit, but I don't know, man. When I was younger, and I can't even say when I was younger, I know that if they redid, Gold or some shit in like a 3-dimensional like Unreal Engine, I would just play the shit out of that. But they don't have to make good Pokemon games anymore because everything Everything will sell itself as long as they have that name on it. I feel like I'm saddening myself. I apologize. I'll bring the mood back up, guys. You know? I'm gonna have to ask somebody's help later to figure out how to move shit over to Venmo, because the only way that I was looking at seemed like they wanted me to spend like 4 or 5 days waiting for a transaction. I'm like, bitch, why the fuck does it take that long? Like, especially like when I should be able to just donate to myself. But maybe I'll have to trick it into thinking I'm somebody else. Not that I would ever do that, and then admit to it if it's against their policy or something. But it's just a thing I guess I would like to test. I'm trying to keep you safe, Venmo. I'm trying to keep you safe. Seraphim Bear says, Kyle, can we get some Dia ASMR?
People have been asking for that too over in my streams. Like, it's weird.
It's really interesting you guys come in here and you ask that kind of stuff and nobody's bought like a punching bag for me on the wish list. I should put a punching bag on the wish list, because that's the kind of stuff that I read and I'm like,
you should someone should get that, and then
and welcome to the breathing stream. What happened?
And then when someone makes you mad, you just print out like their profile pic and then
that's unhinged. I don't need the profile picture, Dia. Especially when some people have representations of onions from lesser known animated series from like
people would pay good
circa
money
2000.
to have you do that though. People would pay good money.
People would do good money to see me beating up something?
Beating up their profile picture. A punching bag that has their profile picture.
What kind of whack? That's so Chris Chan. Like just holding up the paper and punching it, and then like monkey grunting like. So I'm like, I in my head I think I'm the Hulk. This must look so good, like I'm the Hulk. People will know not to mess with me. I punched that paper, bruh. Why are we here? Just to suffer? Why are we still here?
Look, man, I trust the Japanese government with my data more than
I trust the Unreal Engine 8 with my penis.
That's where you can just scan yourself into the world.
Now, Dia, I have a serious question for
Oh
you.
my gosh, you always ask this question. How is this new? Why every couple of months you forget that you asked this question?
What are you saying? We haven't even asked anything yet.
Look, man, I told you better be getting paid per download. That's all I gotta say.
Okay, that's interesting. I wasn't considering a scenario where I'm lending the penis file or the rhythmic gyration files or anything like that. I wasn't the fuck sequence. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about just sessions, but with a digital avatar, effectively. And like, does this make you uncomfortable? And a follow-up question: if it does or does not, if it were a job, how would you feel about that? Like if I were being commissioned for the fuck.
All I can say is, and this is something that I've told you before, just put yourself in my shoes. And
oh my god. Okay. Never mind. You win.
If
We're good.
Would you let me do something like
No,
that?
well, I don't know.
Where
But yeah, this is a question. This is a question for you. Why do you have to do all of this? Why do you have to pull it? Why do you have to put it back at me?
Doing me, but it's not really me. It's
Bro,
just a
virtual indeed.
Virtual representation of.
Bro, this question is for you, bro. You're so boring when you try to flip it back on me.
No.
Yeah, you're stealing.
You're
stealing my intellectual question property.
We would be making bank. Are you kidding me?
Man, so I'm supposed to be fine with it too.
Because we'd both be getting something out of this. And
But here's my point.
More chicken nuggets.
Here's my point. If we're having virtual representations of ourselves, what's making you believe that we are looking anything like ourselves anyway. And if we can remove ourselves that much as far as identity is concerned, should it be something that we are both getting?
Don't Black Mirror this, man.
It's not Black Mirroring. We are, of course, are choosing our avatars. So, in that future, where it's almost a simulation, but we can send
physically ourselves. No.
Look. No, my point. Listen. I'm saying that we're interfacing in a way with some sort of tech, right? But the tech allows for the sensations to be shared, transferred between person, blah, 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 blah. In my mind's eye here, we are represented in the same way that VTubers cultivate a character for themselves. We create a thing. Yeah, it could be us. We could scan ourselves in there, and if people are dying for that, sure. But in my head, just as a hypothetical, you might even be a little furry penguin.
I don't want to be a furry penguin.
I'm surprised that you said you didn't want to be.
No, I'd prefer to be a really cute panda.
What if that's someone's fetish?
Perfect. Give me the money.
Ew. So you'd let yourself as a little cute panda get dug out?
Look, man.
What kind of take you out to the balls game? See, because I said dugout, that's pretty good.
Just like.
But you get you some penis and cracker up your crack. Get you some penis right up your crack.
If someone,
he don't care as long as you throw it back, cause it's.
Look. There is I'm okay with someone downloading your dingaling. And
because it's so detachable penis.
It's not even just detachable, but just it's detached from you. It's not you. There's a difference between that, and you have asked me in the past, can I get a robot lady?
I feel like everybody's look.
This and that, and that's different. I don't want that because I'm sure you wouldn't want me doing a robo dude. I wouldn't want you doing a robo lady. But if we're doing this via, I'm gonna go ahead
and read this because it speaks to me on a personal level. Okay, sometimes I just want to be alone.
That's not true, and you know that damn well.
What do you mean? You make it seem like I struggle with loneliness.
You don't. You struggle with me not being next to you.
Yeah, because I'm anxious for you because I'm responsible for you. You know what happens. You know what happens to boyfriends when.
You know what this man has told me, and I don't know why he's trying to hide it so freaking bad.
Oh my god, bro! Whatever you're about to say, I'm not sure that the organization's gonna allow you to say that, bro. You can try as hard as you can, but I doubt it'll get through, bro.
I like how you're getting.
You better shut the hell up! No, I know what you're talking about. Bro, I wouldn't test the organization. That's all I'm saying.
I wouldn't test the back of my hand. How about that?
You stupid ass. You're like a marshmallow. Like a marshmallow with gloves on. And googly eyes.
And googly eyes. Maybe that's what people would want to do.
Like whenever you talk to me, that's what I hear. I hear hi. What happened?
With googly eyes. Maybe people want to do marshmallows with googly eyes.
Maybe people want to do marshmallows with googly. Mowgli.
The Jungle Book.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a thing.
Bare necessities. We're in VR and you're naked. See, these songs are getting better as we go along. That was really great how lazy it was. It was not just lazy in the lyrical department, but I also phoned in the melody as well. Great. Just great stuff.
Ruining Gajil's childhood.
What I really appreciate is that this humor really doesn't line up for anybody that's in here, and that's cool. But we should start a new podcast. Yeah. But we need to get that drone service first. We get that drone service gummy service going. We'll start a podcast, and we'll just call it Wind Me Up. And every day we'll have a topic where we just start talking, and some guy comes in and he's all like, "Well, what about this?" And I'm like, "What?" That'll be the whole fucking thing every day.
And then you'll have that.
And then we'll go to the doctor, and the doctor will be like, "Listen, man, your blood pressure, your heart, no. If you do one more if you take one more cannonball to the gut, Mr. Simpson, it's all over.
It's all over.
I'm living in a gangster's paradise."
It's all ogre now.
How like I said, on God.
I already know.
On God, bro. Wow. True Silver Wolf says they'll need the polygon count of Kyle penis to get a perfect shape. Oh, the technology's not there yet. Yeah.
The graphics aren't there yet.
The technology needs to catch up.
You know what? That's how
We're born too early. You know.
That's how Epic will make money. They're probably working on something like that already.
On polygon count so that they can perfectly model.
Yes.
The genitalia.
As much as people hate to hear it, sex sells the best. So
sex sells the best what?
Huh?
The best what? Wonder Woman skins?
No, I don't want her. I told you I want the alien.
I want Naruto and Goku.
Look,
if
man,
they come.
One skin at a time.
I also want Negan if he comes from Walking Dead. It's important. Write it down. Write that down. That's your homework. Write that down.
You can be Negan, I can be Rick. And we can have the Office show because that's what happened with Negan showing up into the show. Remember the dramatic zoom-ins that they'd have? Like, what the fuck did this show turn into? Why is it The Office?
They did that like one time. You're so rude.
No. They did that like twice. And it was so like obnoxiously like, oh my gosh, what is this show?
That was a really funny zoom in on Negan.
It was like
it seemed like the type of thing that
away.
like, you know,
it was from a mile away and they
that shouldn't be kept in.
And he had like his arms up in the air.
But these things are like, they're written, bro. Somebody had the direction to do that. That's awesome. I know that's irrelevant. We're talking about a zoom in on a stupid zombie show in 2021, bro.
The show's still going. I don't know.
Number 16. When I was 8 years old, we met and had pet mice.
Reread that.
Yeah, dyslexia is a hell of a thing. When I was 8 years old, we had pet mice. This one mouse got pregnant, and she was starting to eat some of her babies. This upset me so much. I rushed to tell my stepfather. I was so distraught and mad at the mama mouse. Why was she eating her young? What a bad mom. My stepfather's reaction? He made me kill the mom. Wow. He put her in a sink full of water? This is kind of funny for how cruel it is. It's like ghastly. It's fucking ghastly. What do you mean?
And that's what stepfathers are like.
He put her in a sink full of water and literally dragged me in there, grabbed my hand, and forced me to hold the mouse underwater. I was struggling and crying the whole time to take my hand away. This fucking traumatized me. And what's worse, he then took the rest of the baby mice that had lived and he fed them to this fucking fish that he had. I'm not sure I remember the name. I think he called it an Oscar fish, but maybe that was his name for it. I was so young. He was a very abusive and deranged guy. Deranged. My mom finally left after he beat her within an inch of her life. I've never told anyone that story. I'm too ashamed. I know I was a kid and I'm clear that he forced me, but it still doesn't take the pain and the shame away.
This poor person.
What the fuck, bro? And like, as a why are you laughing now? Look, as a man, I'm trying to find a reason to where like you would do this. Because you could just step on the thing. You could just throw it outside and let it eventually get scooped up by a hawk or killed by a cat or something. You made this kid hold the mouse under the water and drown it. It feels to me like he wanted her never to come to him with some bullshit ever again. And this'll do it. This'll make damn sure she don't come around my monkey butt.
Her. This could be a guy.
That would be that. Well, he'd be coming to mine. Donation noise.
Hop on Fortnite, fearful face.
Spider-Man says, "Hop on Fortnite. Don't scare me, man. I hope you didn't spend a crazy amount of money, my man. You know."
Then you can get me the alien.
Like he gave me V-Bucks. How am I gonna get you the alien?
No, he could have gotten you the alien, because that's what you want.
Knowing Spider-Man, he got like the last thing that I would have imagined him to get.
Hop on Fortnite.
But the most expensive at the same time, which is terrifying in its own right. One day we'll find a way to turn. First of all, thank you, Spider-Man. I appreciate this in a big way, and I appreciate you. I just wish there were more Spider-Mans in the world.
Wait, Homeless Foster, said the name of the fish? So the fish is called that?
The word that follows it just looks like bullshit. Oscar Sitchilds. That's interesting. No. But Spider-Man, please, just wait until Negan comes out, because I need Negan, please.
No, until the anime characters come out.
Well, yes, I want Naruto and Dragon Ball Z, but...
Naruto and Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z.
Can you imagine?
Look how silly and cute they look.
You know what, I'm gifting you more just for that.
My God, thank you, Spider-Man, but damn. What is this? What is this here? I say what is this because to me it doesn't look like a dangerous fish. It doesn't look like the fighting fish or anything. How can this thing eat a mouse? You know what I mean? Oh my God. Oh, the humanities.
Okay, well, there's your answer. They do.
Oh my God.
Brutal freaking fish. Homeless was right. They're brutal. Jeepers. I honestly didn't think that you could ever feed.
Oh my God.
You shouldn't be showing this.
I wasn't. That's a toy mouse anyway, so it's all fine.
It's a rubber mouse.
Yeah, they were just testing how brutal these things are, and they're pretty brutal, man. I didn't know they were piranha-like. They don't look like they have feet.
Fortnite. They don't have feet.
Homeless says they get huge, like man-size. Can you imagine they gotta kill somebody?
Like a catfish? Because catfish can get pretty big.
While I'm here, could you check out the Walton Files? If you're free, it's very funny and for kids and adults.
What the fuck are the Walton Files, bro? I'll check them out, but not on stream. Oh, cool. If it doesn't suck, it'll give me... Oh, no. Isn't that the Game Theory guy that does Five Nights at Freddy's?
Yes.
Ooh.
It's not his thing, he just talked about it.
Okay. Right.
There's no Dia fish. The Dia fish would be the tiniest and cutest
Oh,
fish
dude,
you've
this
ever
looks
seen.
entirely Five Nights at Freddy's inspired. Like the little... Oh my...
Oh, is it like a video game?
Bro, here I thought this was unique and had its own identity. What the fuck am I looking at, bro? And it has the whole gimmicky, like, even like, okay, well, I guess everybody can be inspired. And that's... Why is he smiling at that?
What he said, because someone asked what kind of currency that was, and he says rupees, and then read his comment after that.
He says, I work as an Indian tech scammer. No, he doesn't.
And that's why he smiled.
Oh, because he thinks he's hilarious.
Look, man, he got you for a stream while playing Fortnite, thinking that his shit broke.
Because I wanted to believe it.
Yeah.
It was a psychological thing. It was about me wanting to believe it. He said, oh, no, I can't move. And I was like, oh, after all of your bullshit. Ooh, what does it feel like? Ooh, that comeuppance. I should start making videos saying things like, I'm sorry to Marvel's Avengers, and I was wrong about Marvel's Avengers. Because then people will come in and say shit like, oh, I knew. And then I'll be like, gotcha, bitch. And they'll be like, ah, no. They'll feel how I felt. They'll get got.
Go to Fortnite.
What is there to Fortnite?
What is there to Fortnite? What is to Fortnite but to Fortnite?
I want to punch what you just said.
See, now you're getting it.
I want
See,
you.
the punching bag with the.
I want you to take
except
what
that
you
me
just
would be
said.
Just a D.
I want you to speak it underwater.
Speak it underwater. What are
And
you?
I want you to capture
A
the
stepdad-
bubbles.
a stepdad
I want you to
trying
capture
teach
the
his
bubbles
8-year-old
and freeze
kid
them. And then I'm going to throw them. I'm going to throw your bubble words.
bubble
Throw your stupid words.
Dude, funny enough, there's an episode of SpongeBob where they, like, whisper words into bubbles. And that's how they message each other. In an episode.
P.S. Booed Dude says, I'm playing Marvel's Avengers right now, and I want to know if there's any methods to forming patterns. I'm sorry if you don't sound like that. I can only make educated guesses.
Why are you like this? You're hurting all of us. He asked the question.
The answer to the question is that there's a portion in the game where when you complete Iron Man's mission to get like a suit, the game makes you go to the fabrication machine and then it gives you a pattern. And if you keep hitting the touchpad, it should keep giving you patterns. But this hasn't been tested since the Wakanda update, which has broken a great many number of things. And you can, in fact, trigger hard crashes just by trying to access your inventory in the game. I'd be fucking careful with Marvel's Avengers, bro. It seems like it really wants to corrupt your save data anyway. It's so weird. It's a weird case. This is the most anomalous game in the world. But what's more anomalous is the people jumping up trying to, be even weirder than anything else we could possibly have experienced in the game. This is a terrible story, but it's over, okay? Can't hurt you anymore. Number 15. I really don't like or care for anyone in my family. Ooh. Somebody says, same pretty much. My granddad was the only person in the family who got me, and I sadly lost him a couple of years back. I don't know why the expectation is there for a lot of people to just, I don't know, get along with every member of your family. Like, get real. You wouldn't get along with most people. So, of course, the expectation is that you need to just come to a point where you tolerate those who you have to deal with on a frequent basis. Spider-Man says, Kyle, have you played the Walking Dead games? Yes. What the hell was that? I wonder if it was the Venmo thing I tried to do earlier. Because it's informing me like a hilarious amount was just put back on my card. Damn, Brianna Tades. This is ridiculous. Because if it bounced back, then it means I can't use that card to shift money over there. So weird. So weird. I can't believe it. I think I know what the solution's gonna be, but I don't want another card. Number 14. In preschool, a parent brought in fruit roll-ups for the entire class. I hope she didn't lace them with anything. They mysteriously went missing while the class was in gym. I ate like a king after bedtime for the best week of my life. You son of a bitch! That was for the class, though. You ate like a king.
What happened?
Some bitch, someone's parents brought in fruit roll-ups for the entire class.
That's nice.
And the way he phrases it is, they mysteriously went missing when the class went to gym. And then he ends it with, I ate like a king after bedtime for the best week of my life. How are you in preschool and your parents ain't watching you? You know what I mean? I think your parents are still over the moon with your bitch ass. Yes, by the time they're carting you off to school, they're going to be popping champagne and feeling like this is the first bit of rest they had in a long time. But they're still in love with your stupid ass. Freaking kids. Freaking kid. Now, Spider-Man said the large paws creeped me out. Yeah, it's like I could be anywhere, isn't it? As we continue this list, we arrive at number 13. Probably 15 years ago, my sister and a gerbil. It says had. Probably 15 years ago, my sister had a gerbil. One day, I decided to bring it out of her cage and surprise her in the living room. Somehow, I slipped on the carpet and the gerbil went flying headfirst into the wall. It basically sounded like I threw a golf ball at the wall, and the gerbil was not moving. Naturally. This is so fucked up. Why kids suck. Kids suck, bro. Naturally, I put it back in its cage and removed myself from the vicinity. The situation would have been funnier. I put it back in its cage and removed myself from the situation. Just like some real, it's time to get the fuck out of here type shit, you know what I mean? To my amazement, the damn thing was still alive and moving around a few minutes later and lived for another 2 years without anyone ever knowing I basically Kobe'd it into the wall at full speed. It was right to play dead, you monster. Jesus. Can you imagine if he did it with a guinea pig, Dia? See, because guinea pig's so big and cute to you.
Oh no, all animals are cute and adorable to me. Remember, one of my spirit animal is the blobfish.
Right.
Yes.
That's, a literally pulverized fish because it shouldn't be up here. But where it's dead anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter, huh?
I like it when it's in the water, not out here. I hate people who do that.
This can't be big.
You should just link in the Discord the song, the Ariana song with the guinea pig.
Oh my god, the hairy ones.
There's so many different types.
You gotta catch them all, huh?
Yes. I'm gonna have a whole farm of piggies.
Didn't we watch a angry guinea pig thing one time?
Yes.
One of them just sucked. Guinea pig mad.
Oh, where it was attacking one of them specifically, like being such a bratty.
Oh wow! It even remembers that we saw it.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna eat this right here. No big deal. It's tasting pretty good too. Damn, now I'm just gonna. Hey. Yeah, I'm just gonna eat this. And, hey, that's mine. All right, I'm just gonna fit it. What up?
In slow motion.
You like that? You like that?
The other three are like, what the those two are getting at it again, damn it.
They're so beautiful. Look at the white one. Mm. They're so dumb. Just launches at him, that's it. Okay, whatever. I apologize. I lost the window with the song in it, so it got like way too quiet. Here we go. We're finishing this list. Number 12. I lost a baby. Okay, thank God. It was like a, a pregnancy kind of loss. Not like a, oh shit, where did I leave that thing? You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
That's what I thought it was. So I lost a baby at 24 weeks. She was a premature baby, lived 4 hours and 21 minutes. She was planned, wanted. I'm glad that she didn't live, because if she did, I might have to live a life alongside her father, who used to beat me. Whoa. She would be 10 now, and I wonder if my life would be so much more different if she had lived, and how hard my life would have been if he stayed in my life too. There was a major earthquake that occurred, and at that time and the initial impact, I was thrust in the air, landing on my belly. It broke my water too soon, just shy of 21 weeks, and a few weeks later I gave birth. Her death is one of the great pains to me, but now I am thankful of it. I'm a terrible person because I'm thankful. Some days I wish I could have the path that never eventuated, and other days I'm glad it didn't happen. But to be grateful at any time that it didn't happen. It's not something I would admit to anyone that I know in person. That's my secret dirty shirt. That's crazy. I know a lot of women that struggle with a lot of what ifs and what could have beens, and the terror of not feeling like what they could be, not feeling like what they are as far as a woman, because they don't have this ability, or they can't do that, or they're not living up to whatever bullshit. But this sucks because I don't know, man. I feel like some of the women that I know, even if they would deal with a man fucking them up, they would probably draw the line at the inclusion of a kid, because think of if he was willing to do that to you, what could potentially happen to that kid? And with this, when she's saying like, oh, I feel kind of ashamed, that she wonders about the different ways, and she's semi glad that this didn't happen, because she would have ended up with this guy. It just reminds me of a lot of the people who are dealing with, I don't want to call them special or on the spectrum or whatever the proper phrasing may be, but some of the parents dealing with children that that they know they'll be dealing with for the majority of their life, that only if they find someone who for some reason is going to want to take care of their child will they be free in a way, you know what I mean? From having to take care of them. They're going to be their caregivers for life. And, we've read lists in the past where many of them are just like, look, bro, I reach a point where I'm done. And I'm like, shit, where can you blame them? Can you blame these people?
So many stories where nurses say that when it comes to families who lose a child who isn't self-sufficient or need special care 24/7, they say that just the face of like relief that they have at the fact that they have finally passed. And not in a sense of like, oh, we're monsters and we never loved our child, in the sense of we're finally free. We don't have to have this, we don't have to be burdened by this anymore. And it sucks to ever think of children as burdens, but unfortunately some require more care than others. And the majority of the time, there is no help in making the job any easier, and it sucks.
Man. What I was considering was how, exhausting it can be to have a normal ass fucking kid, Dia. We can't imagine what it's like. Tending to, especially when, in some cases, obviously, they have the mind of a child still, but the body of a fucking man, dude. You remember we would read things where they talk about how they know the day is coming where they won't be able to control them physically. And if they become violent, what the fuck are you going to do? It's going to become about you having to fear for your own life if you can't protect against them and their violent outburst. And worse, Dia, you know that I'm a child of the internet, and unfortunately, I'm not fucking around on the surface internet all of the time. And Dia, I have seen some shit, bro. And the one thing that I have to say is, as much as you'll hear me open my mouth about black people in the law, because I know some cops that are desperately ready for a war scenario or apocalypse scenario, because the first thing they're going to do is go find a pretty girl to abduct, is go find a darkie to, to end, because that's their power fantasy. They just wild like that. And I say that to say that unfortunately, I've seen police be called out to shit. And that's the end of somebody's life. Which is something that, unfortunately, a lot of black people expect, and a lot of, Hispanics and non-whites may expect at times. Cops show up on a scene, guns blazing. But, this is clearly somebody where something's wrong with them. And they're not even wrong and it's their fault. Where maybe they chose to get intoxicated, they chose to do whatever drug. This person is just not right. And for the police to show up and kind of disregard, what should be apparent as them not being okay. Oh shit, it's fucked up. And the only thing darker, Dia, than enforcement showing up or authority showing up and handling the situation is the realization, dude, that there must be a bit of relief that this is over for those parents. Because, like I said, and this is one of my favorite things that I'm always repeating, is that I imagine every parent reaches a point in the raising of their child where they think any variation of I wish this kid wasn't alive, man, if this thing were to pass, it wouldn't even be the worst thing. I don't want to do this anymore. I had no idea that this would be my life now. I think every parent reaches a point where they go a little bit crazy, a little bit deprived, a little bit exhausted enough to really harbor some dark thoughts. They don't act on that. So there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. Whatever some people need to do in some situations where it doesn't manifest in a harmful way to just take the edge off is what they should do. Because if it's them figuratively beating up a mental punching bag to let off a little bit of steam via an outlet that they otherwise wouldn't have. That's better than bottling it up and just having a physical, outburst. But fuck me, man. To be dealing with like why did I take it here? This is such a downer, and I apologize. UA says, I saw that in a movie 28 Days Later, I believe. What happened in 28 Days Later, Dia?
What do you mean what happened in 28?
I just don't remember the movie so well.
It's the zombie movie.
I know, and I remember it, but I guess I don't remember what they're likening.
Me either.
Yeah, I don't know contextually what they could be bringing up from that movie. I love that movie to death. I'm trying to remember. So the guy starts out, and he sucks, because he wakes up. He's walking around, and he finds some girl, and then they're fucking around, and then they find some family, and they suck. And they all get in the car, and they're driving, and it's wonderful. It's like their new family or some shit. But then, it is a zombie thing. So then they on a run, and then they end up in the military area, the place with all the dudes and the guns, and Christopher Eccleston is there, who people may or may not know as the 9th incarnation of the Doctor. Doctor Who? Oh boy. Maybe that's what they were likening it to when, because it was an apocalypse, they were just pretty much like living, they were going to become living like sex slaves, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm glad that they were kind of tasteful about that. Kind of. Didn't need to be any worse than it was. 2 amazing songs in that movie, by the way. I'm going to go ahead and type in one, which is called In a Heartbeat. But I don't remember what the rest of it is called, so I'm just going to type 28. Boom. Oh, it's called In a House in a Heartbeat. And it's all like... Those are the pitches. Hold on. Check it out. You've heard this before. Because when oh my God, when I first started making a compilation of COVID stuff,
yep,
I couldn't even put that on YouTube, bro.
You did.
And it was there for a time. Too hardcore for YouTube. Everything's too hardcore, bro. As we finish this list together, we arrive at number 11. About 20 years ago, I worked for a big publisher. They were upgrading all of their tech and just dumping it into a skip. I'm not sure what a skip is, maybe a ditch. I asked the security guard if I could take some of the stuff from the skip, and he said, help myself, as it was all going to get crushed anyway. During a night shift, I filled up my car with beige G3 Quadra Apple Macs, keyboards, mice, and some 19-inch 4Mac screens. Some of the Macs and Quark Expresses and Photoshop on them. No, some of the Macs had Quark Express and Photoshop on them. I don't even know what Quark Express is. I guess we could all find out together. It won't take us a while. We're on the internet. Quark Express is the industry-leading layout and page design desktop and digital publishing software. What? Quark Press is a desktop publishing software. Whatever. I kind of wish I didn't know now. I cleaned them up and sold all of them. I made enough to buy a G4 Quicksilver of my own, which I still have till today. I didn't tell my coworkers, ex-wife, or managers, or anybody else. But why is that a secret? He's throwing out a bunch of old computers. He took them, sold them, and then bought something? They're just weird, man. I'm very sorry. I should get out of your hair, man. To think that there are 10 left, I'm gonna die. Around 10 years ago, when I was a teenager, my dad got a gaming laptop. That's 2 sets of parentheses. You better watch it. As a gift he didn't have a real use for, he gave it to me so that I could play World of Warcraft back then. He was very adamant about telling me not to put liquids, i.e. drinks, 3rd set of parentheses, on my desk next to it, as I'm very clumsy. So one night, I made myself a huge ass bowl of cornflakes, and I put a bowl next to the laptop because I forgot my spoon in the kitchen. I sometimes put a blanket over myself when I was gaming, and when I got up from the chair that night, I somehow managed to flip the bowl over my blanket, and the milk flooded the open laptop. I got incredibly scared, turned the laptop off, cleaned it like my life depended on it, and I went to bed. I obviously broke the laptop as I didn't get it to turn on anymore, but I was too scared to tell my dad what happened. 4th set of parentheses. Especially since he repeatedly told me to be careful. I told him how I didn't have any idea what happened and how it worked perfectly fine the night before. I still feel incredibly bad about it. So this idiot updated it, right? And no disrespect to this guy, I just mean idiot in the most wholesome of senses. I say it because I guess he was easily swayed, because I'm pretty sure everybody in the comment section was probably telling him, oh, go tell your dad, then update us here. They're just like pulling the strings of some asshole's life. They're Truman showing this bitch hard. So he goes, I told my dad, and although I can't believe it, as many of you said that he almost probably knew, I actually had gotten away with murder. He honestly didn't know. He wasn't angry at all. He just laughed it off. And was really impressed with the amount of likes that I got. Wait. You told your dad how many upvotes you got?
Hey, Dad, I'm real popular on the internet.
Dad, 10,000 people upvoted my comment. But it won't erase his past, dear. It won't erase the dark times. He can still feel the gravel on his knees. I'm tired, dear. I'm tired.
Such is life.
No, I'm tired. Number 8. When I was about 7 years old, my dad took me to Blockbuster and I really had to pee. Blockbuster didn't have a restroom, so I peed in one of the aisles. I'm pretty sure the camera saw me, but thankfully, there was no one near me. This nigga pissed in the fucking Blockbuster, just in the middle of it.
That's what fucking kids do.
That's why kids don't belong nowhere. Ew. It's acceptable. And you can imagine the fucking parent there too. The unvaccinated pig bitch Karen defending her fucking kid, talking about, well, my son needed to use the bathroom, so. Ugh.
Like, what do you do in that situation?
What do you mean, what do you do? Your kid, you just apologize.
Do you pay them?
You're probably run, bro, and hope that they're not going to get that dinner, which is the DNA.
What?
The dinner. You know. Sometimes when a man gets really happy, he gets his dinner all over a girl's chest, you know?
Ew.
What do you mean? What's wrong with that?
Everything. Finish this.
That's what some dudes do on girls' chests when they get the dinner all over.
Gosh. Oh.
Number 7. 2 days in a row. When I was in the 2nd grade, I pissed my pants. Tired of these kids.
Back to back, man.
The reason I did it was because the teacher had this policy where she wouldn't let students go to the bathroom even during free time in class. So piss in her mouth.
Stop!
What's wrong with that? Fuck that hoe. What you mean? What you mean we can't use the bathroom? You must want to piss in here. This is when it's okay. See? It's not all right when, you know, this is a holy place. We didn't know how holy Blockbuster was until all the times passed. The times changed, dear. And now we know. If we were to go back in time, we'd know that we were standing on holy carpet. Wow. She wouldn't let any of the students go to the bathroom even during free time in class. Oh boy. The other time, I spent a solid 10 minutes begging her before she finally said, fine. I pissed my pants on the way to the bathroom. My family only knows of the one time, but I had to deal with that humiliation 2 times before, and it was within the first week of school. After that, I had a water bottle that I pissed in during her classroom, or during her class, for the remainder of the year. I don't know how she was expecting, or what she was expecting, if somebody who just moved in with 0 friends would be doing in the bathroom. Well, it's more about control, and I like to think if you assholes are the types to allow people to flex on you in that capacity and make it so that, like, hey, yeah, I can make you not go to the bathroom. Shit, boy. Shit, boy.
At that point, you take your piss-filled pants self to the principal and go, this is what happened for the 3rd time with this teacher.
Bro, no. You know what the worst part? Like, here's the thing, though. And I think the little bastards you probably grew up with didn't know how much power they had. Do you think that they did?
Nope.
No. The little bastards I was rubbing shoulders with, or elbows, I think the term is, they knew that because of their age, they really couldn't get into trouble. And I like to imagine if we were in a scenario where the teacher was a dumb enough bitch to imply that we can't go to the bathroom, we would all buy some Solo cups and start pissing in places where we just let it sit. Know what I mean? Oh, we couldn't go to the bathroom, Cheech, so we just pissed in that red Solo cup over there. All right, take care. You know what I mean? And then it would probably fall to some, like, poor janitor or something. But then it would be a game of escalation, as young boys do. So it would be about placing it somewhere where it could stay the longest amount of time without being found. We would probably be putting it under her desk. We'd be putting it in places where eventually she'd either pick it up or knock it over. And when she could ascertain that this is a child's piss that's perhaps been sitting here, you know, just soaking it up. Soaking up that piss.
Look, man, you can't tell me nothing.
Fermenting.
When the greatest story that you've ever told was you boys getting assembled and being told, well, someone took a dump in one of the urinals. And I know it was...
That was back when women were women, dear. It's a long time ago now.
Yeah, you're that old, huh?
Yeah, I'm an old man. Back in my day, shit. Back in my day, shit. Back in your day, piss. Back in my day, shit. You know? Woo. Are we done with this? Wow. I would rather tell my own self to piss on her desk because that would have been less humiliating than pissing my pants 3 days in a row. Did you do it? Number 6. When I was 4 years old, I had a hernia surgery. That's so sad, and I'm sorry. I wasn't supposed to go downstairs during recovery, but I snuck downstairs to find my toy toolbox and brought it upstairs to play in bed. I have never told my parents. Oh, well, at least he didn't rupture and destroy anything.
Shit, that could have gotten so much worse.
And the pain would have definitely not been something he would be able to hide. He'd be on the staircase like, oh my god, I just ripped over my fucking asshole. Oh shit. Oh shit. And the parents would come out and be all like, what, did you fucking go down the stairs, you dumb bitch? Nah, man. Nah. Ow, what you talking about, man?
is that
Why are you in the middle of the stairs, man?
Oh, man, don't even. I tripped. I tripped, man. I'm lucky I stopped where I did. It could have been much worse. Oh, my God. I'm in so much pain.
Is that how you
What is that toolbox?
Oh, man, I don't know. This was on the stair. I don't know. The cat. I don't know, man. Oh, jeez, man. I'm going to use a toolbox with the murders I do in the future.
And that's his origin story.
Ugh.
Wow. And now you know. Number 5. Did I read number 6? Yeah, I did. You know, I didn't know my best friend's name for like 10 years. Oh, shit. This is a popular thing, Dia. And I've been there too. I've been there where we've passed the what's your name phase. And I swear to you, the most awkward I've ever been with trying to figure it out is saying shit like, what do you want me to call? What do you want me to save you as in the phone? You know what I mean? Jesus.
Read the rest of it.
I'm so sorry. It really sent me on a journey of just like, oh no. I didn't know my best friend's name for almost 10 years. She goes by Katie almost exclusively, and got it in my head early that it was short for Caitlin. Oh. Imagine by surprise when I heard her being referred to as Catherine at our convocation.
Well, that's her bitch-ass fault, not this person's.
No right way to bring that one up in a conversation.
Who the hell calls themselves Katie and not like Kathy or something short?
Because they want to go with what they like best, and they probably liked Katie more than Kathy.
That's stupid and confusing.
Well, when you're a little girl, I don't know. Sometimes they make a mistake on that. Oh, I can do a better Morty, but I'm like,
Tired.
the energy has left me. Number 4. When I was in the 4th grade, I put mustard in one of my friend's burgers because he had told me that he hated mustard. Turns out he was actually allergic. He didn't come to school for 3 days. And I was scared that I killed him. To this date, no one knows I did it. Wow. Wow. Wow, bro. I did not. Dia,
What?
I just closed my eyes and you allowed it on stream?
Oh.
I just went away. I really did. I went to another place. I'm
You were
so
looking at
sorry.
something else.
Nope. I closed my eyes and was like, yeah, you know what I mean? Oh my gosh. And when I opened my eyes, I was like, what? You know what I mean?
Where am I? What day?
Wait a minute. I know this. When I was in elementary school, I once lost something, so I asked to go to the Lost and Found. In the Lost and Found room, which is just like a big storage closet, they also stored the Cokes for the pop machines. I took one. Then, probably 3 to 4 times a week, I would remember I lost something else and go steal another Coke. I don't know how long I did this for, but I got a lot of free Coke. Okay. Damn. Slap it on some toast.
Oh my god, fishing with Sobrania. Thank you for slapping it on some toast this day.
That's really hardcore of you, and I appreciate you more than you understand. Thank you. My sponsor. My Sobrania. My Sharona. Do you know that song?
Do you know how many times you reference that song?
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you, Sobrania. With that, we're going to go ahead and finish off the last 2 entries on this list. Try not to get it in your hair, guys. I used to work in a shopping center. One time I was walking into the building and I sneezed and shit myself. I was about 10 steps away from the shop, so I had to think fast. I took a hard left and walked directly into a department store. I only had $5 on me, so I beelined for the underpants section and got the cheapest pair that I could find. I had to go to the center toilets and sort everything out. It was a real mess. I texted my boss and told them that I was stuck in traffic, but in reality, I was 100 meters away trying to salvage any shred of dignity that I could for the next 20 minutes. I'm happy to say that the mission was a success, and that day is now benchmarked by which all other days are measured. Every day since has been infinitely better. I shit myself today to see if I could feel. Can you imagine? You ever poop yourself?
Poop myself.
Yeah. You scared me.
Yeah, cause
You
for a second I'm like, have I? I'm like, no, you haven't.
You scared me.
No,
You
you
scared
haven't.
me. It's just there was not a
I've
decisive no.
accidentally peed myself, but that was when I was like a kid. But
No, babe. When I was a baby, I never pooped myself. No.
you would have died.
Nah. How it works. Couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, man.
So you're making up for years of not pooping as a baby now?
It was unhygienic. I'm just saying. Number 1 on this list. When I was 9 years old, my dad and I were reading Reader's Digest. We found a magazine subscription card for a free case of Depends adult diapers. So we wrote my uncle's name and address down and put it in the mailbox. He got a couple weeks later, called everyone in the family to find out who it was. We knew my uncle was fuming, so we kept it to ourselves. To this day, everyone suspects that it was my other uncle. Lame. I wanted that story to end with him, like, developing a taste for it and, like, wearing the diapers everywhere for no reason, even though, you know, you shouldn't. But he didn't care. He just wore them diapers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, no, I need the template. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Do they have templates in... Yeah, Dia mentioned to me that, OnlyFans is done with porn. And I was like, you need to make an account and try to dupe people while they still think that the porn is still a thing. But then they said that people have until October to get it all off. How funny is that? Your website established itself on a thing. It is what it is because of nudes. That's what it is. That's what you are. And now you're deciding you're done? It would be as if YouTube decided that they're not going to do videos anymore. If Pornhub decided that it was really all about, like, you know, different types of centipedes. Which in a way is still sexual, but it's not what you want. It's not what you want. Ladies and gentlemen, Spider-Man deserves what he deserves. But I'm going to actually leave it to Spider-Man to see if he would rather I wait to play Fortnite until tomorrow when I can make a stream of it. And then he'll see whatever comes. And it's not because I'm at a certain part. of a black mission. A black mission. Of a Black Panther mission where I'm trying to farm a bunch of gear to see what things are supposed to drop. So let me put it to you like this. I'm doing that weird Black Panther like run where you're just trying to get gear. And let me show it to you, I guess, so you don't think or you understand what I'm doing. Where you just destroy these two things and then they give you the I said 2, it's 3. Only feet. Can you guys stop? Can you guys stop? So what it is like at this point, I think I have pretty much full everything though. Because I've been doing this for... Oh, and I'm saving too much now. Precision, Resolve, and Might. That's probably the best perk one that I've got. But it doesn't have targeted buff like these other things do. Which means it can lick my balls. Should you save it? Why don't you just send it away? Proficiency, proficient. Look at my balls anyway. Just look at my balls. Hey everybody, ever seen my balls? They're big and salty and brown. If you ever need a break, pick me up. Just stick my balls in your mouth. Do you know that song, Dia? I must have sung it before for you.
You may have, but I don't remember, I'll be honest.
It's like we're from 2 different Pokemon generations, you know?
Yes.
It's interesting. Linda has OnlyFans facts. What kind of oh my god. Why would you do that to me? Guys, keep it out of my way. Okay, so there's the destruction of those. And then... Oh, you can't even see, like, the popping up of the gear. So I fucked up for that. Now I have to move the stupid chart window. You get that, this is the run that everybody else was doing, Spider-Man, but I just want to farm not only, I guess Might. God. I wish I could get him working as just like a support character. And I don't think that's gonna make any sense. Nah. Not gonna make any sense. So guys, Linda was saying something about Linda says, how many times must she say that she has multiple OnlyFans?
Linda has multiple OnlyFans?
She really doesn't. She really doesn't. It's just that when the SWs came, they allowed it, and it grew exponentially. Zombie Takeover says, am I tripping? Is the aftermath of A-Day the reason why Steve's muscles look deflated? No, he was scrawny before A-Day. It's just their design. It's just how they make men. You know? Okay. And that's cool.
Ooh, Linda does feet.
Ew.
To you, she must be making bake.
So you're
So
gonna make a
hot.
feet OnlyFans, Dia?
I fear that my feet are not as pretty as they once were. I could never do, boob. Just boobs. Because it'd be too recognizable.
Why?
Because my boobs are my boobs. I don't know how many girls have my exact boobs.
You want me to like record what you just said and put it on Not Like Other Girls? You think your boobs are iconic?
No, I'm saying that if anyone were to like notice things about what they can see, because obviously I am clothed the majority of the time when I'm in front of other people, they would realize, oh, these are hers. I'm not saying that, oh, my boobs are like the cream of the crop or something. No. I'm just saying that I have certain things, certain like, what would you, they're not birthmarks. They're like moles or whatever. I don't know what to call them. That are specific to my boobs. And I'm just saying I'm sure there are many girls who would have them specifically where I have them, where mine could just be one of the many.
You are as delirious as I am, and I should end this. Spider-Man says, Kyle, did you notice how Claw does nothing while Black Panther is fucking talking to Shuri and just waits? Bro, the writing's bad for an infinite number of unnecessary and unearned reasons, but you know, I think a lot of things right now in the Black Panther expansion are broken in favor of things playing a certain way, and I know that they're gonna have to hyper balance it. And I'm not going to get going on Black Panther. I just know that there's a lot of things that are a certain way now that are probably nowhere near what they intended. Like, it's too fun as it currently is. Right over it. Just trying to hit this thing. Oh boy. So yeah, no, expect Black Panther nerfs. Expect certain things to work different. Oh, boy. Spider-Man says, Kyle, one major thing. Black Panther allows Shuri's assistants to go with only the Dora Milaje and not with the remaining Avengers that don't do shit. Oh, boy. It's just weird. It's so cute that they dare put Doctor Strange or Scarlet Witch Easter eggs when, you know, those characters haven't mattered up until now. You know?
Why are they calling your Black Panther Mexican?
I don't know. Maybe they saw the colors and thought that they were Mexican colors. What's the Mexican flag's colors? White, red, and green. With
a very pretty...
With polka
drawing.
dots.
No, with a very pretty drawing of an eagle holding a snake while on a cactus. And I can't remember if he's holding it with one of his claws or in his mouth. I can't remember that part, but it's very pretty.
I will release you, my children. I am hot. I apologize. I am rarely ever this sleepy, but worse, perhaps I shouldn't have done the list. So unentertaining, you know? And I'm not saying I was awful. It was pretty good, but, you know, I'm usually a lot more energetic. And, you could tell that this was a me winding down scenario. I do love you. I hope to hear and see more from you. I've been waiting for you, you know. Where have you been? Where did you go? Why have you done this to me? What about me? Okay, I'm kidding. I love you. Spider-Man, I appreciate you in a big way, and it looks like tomorrow is going to be when I log on and show off what you have going on. So look out for the notifications in Discord. Go join the Discord if you haven't. Links in the description, and Linda just posted it. Thank you guys again. I'll catch you soon. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Oh my God. Okay. Love you, love you, love you, love you.